Today is August 5th, 2019, and I just wanted to try to show everybody, or get on record here, how many butterflies we've had at our house. And this has been for about a month or so. And I'll just start right here, looking at this pair of sandals. I don't know if it's possible to accurately portray how many we have here, but I'm going to try to show you guys. So as we walk around our yard, and I'm hoping that you guys can tell here, as we walk around our yard, there are just butterflies absolutely everywhere. Just everywhere. They're in all of our flowers, and we don't think we have any particular flower that is drawing them to us. We think it has to do, or I think at least it has to do with the flooding that occurred here in Nebraska earlier this year. There are insane amounts. And for the most part, they don't do too much damage, but you can see here, some of the plants, they do damage. And we usually have a lot of butterflies around our yard and our area here. Around September or so usually is when monarchs and things like that start to come through. And there's some now. As you can see, there's a few in here on these flowers. But there just is this crazy amount of these things. They are just everywhere. This, I believe, is a butterfly bush. But it's nuts. And you know, over here we have a bunch of coleuses everywhere. There's just these huge groups of the things. It's pretty crazy. And we've talked to people in our area. Hey, get off there. We've talked to people in our area, and they say within a few miles of us, everyone has them. But just a few miles away, they are just not, they're not around as much. We live about 5 miles from the nearest small town, and in that town, there's none. Going back in the back again here. They're just absolutely everywhere. And they don't really bother anything, but it's just, they hit the windows and they hit the house, and it's just weird. So there's always a bunch down here, which, as you can see here, there's a bunch on these leaves of, I believe this is zucchini here, we've got a ton of. And we water it from this bucket here, so there's always a ton here. We've had our garage open for about a couple hours, and We've got a lot of them that came in here. As I said, they move around during the day. A lot of them come sit out here. Now here's our field down below the house. Obviously there's a lot of bugs down in the field always, but let's try and see if we can I don't know if you guys can tell. There is just, they're everywhere. Down here, we have a field of grass and clover and alfalfa. And they are just everywhere down here. Of course, in a field there's always bugs and insects all over the place, but it's pretty crazy.